Africa's champion of trade-led regional integration. Many of the anchor continental instruments were conceived and birthed right here. These include the Lagos Plan of Action of 1980 and the treaty establishing the African Economic Community in 1991, also known as the Abuja Treaty. It was also here in Abuja that the negotiations for the AFCFTA agreement were concluded in 2017. The Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment and the AFCFTA Central Coordination Committee under my leadership will continue to place Nigeria as a successful and dynamic leading player in the AFCFTA market. Throughout 2025, we have worked relentlessly to ensure Nigeria delivers on her responsibility and maximizes the opportunity in the AFCFTA. Please allow me to share with you key milestones achieved this year, 2025. In January, we hosted the Secretary General of the AFCFTA Secretariat to firmly indicate Nigeria's readiness and willingness to be a leading player in the One African market. In February, Mr. President was commended by the 38th African Union Summit for advancing digital trade across the continent. Nigeria was also designated as co-champion of the AFCFTA Protocol on Digital Trade by the African Union Assemblies of Heads of States and Government. In March, the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment inaugurated the AFCFTA Central Coordination Committee, CCC, a whole-of-government and whole-of-economy structure that brings together key stakeholders in the public and private sector to effectively implement the AFCFTA and increase our levels of intra-African trade. In April, following Mr. President's approval, Nigeria gazetted its provisional schedule of tariff concessions for trading goods. This allows Nigeria to apply preferential and reduced tariffs on goods originating in Africa. Nigerian-made goods also receive similar preferential treatment in other African countries. We also conducted the first ever national mapping of digital services firms to enable us better understand their countries of interest and support them with guidance on market access. In May, we presented Nigeria's call to action at the inaugural AFCFTA Digital Trade Forum held in Lusaka, Zambia. Nigeria also won the hosting rights for the second edition of the forum to be held in Lagos in 2026. For trading goods, FMITI launched a dedicated export air cargo corridor to 13 East and Southern African countries in partnership with Uganda Airlines and Nigerian Customs Service, supported by the UNDP. This corridor reduces cargo rates by 50 to 75% in comparison to prevailing market rates. We further published a market intelligence tool to guide exporters of cosmetics, agro-processed products, and textiles into East and Southern African markets, again in collaboration with the UNDP. In July, Nigeria was the first African Union member state to conclude and publish a review of AFCFTA implementation at the 5th year mark, as mandated by Article 28 of the agreement. We formally presented this review at the Domestic Investors Summit right here in this hall. And this was a promise we made to the AFCFTA Secretary General when he visited on the 16th of January, and we're really proud, and I'm so proud of the CCC that we were the first African country to hit this milestone. This review is an honest and objective self-reflection to indicate frictions, challenges, and of course, successes. The outcomes of this review have informed the technical exercises to be conducted today and tomorrow by the AFCFTA Central Coordination Committee, the private sector, and the press. Immediately after this, we'll have a roundtable with the Honorable Minister with partners to also coordinate on the activities of AFCFTA-related interventions across Nigeria. In August, we commenced work with the AFCFTA Secretariat on identifying pilot countries for the DigiPass project to operationalize the continental digital market